Imagine for a moment that everything you see, hear, and experience is part of an incredibly sophisticated simulation. The world around us, with all its complexity and detail, could be nothing more than a digital construct, designed to mimic reality so convincingly that we never question its authenticity. This thought-provoking idea challenges our most basic assumptions about existence. If our reality is simulated, what might lie beyond the boundaries of our perception? Could there be a deeper, unknown world outside the limits of what we can sense or understand? These questions invite us to reconsider the nature of consciousness and the true fabric of our universe. Human beings have long depended on their senses to interpret and navigate the world around them. Sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell provide the information we need to make decisions and stay safe. However, cognitive scientist Donald Hoffman challenges the assumption that our perceptions reflect objective reality. According to Hoffman, evolution has shaped our senses not to reveal the truth, but to enhance our chances of survival. This means that what we perceive is often a simplified or distorted version of what actually exists. Our sensory experiences, then, are more like useful shortcuts than accurate representations of the world. Hoffman's theory invites us to reconsider the reliability of our perceptions and the true nature of reality itself. Our senses act as a filter between us and the intricate reality of the universe. Rather than presenting the full complexity of what surrounds us, they translate vast amounts of information into simple, recognizable symbols. For example, the colors we see are not the actual wavelengths of light, but interpretations created by our brains. Sounds are reduced to tones and patterns, masking the underlying vibrations in the air. This simplification allows us to navigate the world efficiently, but it also means we experience only a fraction of what truly exists. In essence, our perception is shaped by an interface designed for practicality, not for revealing the universe in its entirety. Donald Hoffman proposes a radical perspective on space-time, suggesting that what we perceive as a three-dimensional world is more like a desktop interface on a computer. According to Hoffman, evolution has shaped our senses not to reveal the true nature of reality, but to provide us with a simplified, practical interface that helps us navigate and survive in our environment. Just as icons on a desktop represent complex files and processes without showing their actual contents, our perceptions offer useful representations rather than accurate depictions of the underlying reality. In this view, space-time itself is part of this interface, a construct designed to guide our actions rather than inform us about the ultimate structure of the universe. Hoffman's theory challenges the assumption that our sensory experiences correspond directly to what is fundamentally real. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution explains how traits that enhance survival and reproduction are naturally selected over generations. This process doesn't necessarily favor organisms that perceive the world with perfect accuracy. In fact, perceiving absolute truth can be energetically expensive and may not always offer a practical advantage. Evolution often rewards creatures that develop simplified or even distorted perceptions, as long as these illusions help them navigate their environment effectively. For example, seeing only what is essential for finding food or avoiding danger can be more beneficial than processing every detail of reality. As a result, our senses and minds may be tuned more for usefulness than for truth, favoring survival over objective understanding. Some theorists propose that space and time may not be fundamental aspects of reality, but rather constructs that help us interpret and interact with the universe, much like a user interface on a computer. This perspective suggests that what we perceive as space and time could be emergent properties arising from deeper, underlying processes. In physics, especially within the realms of quantum mechanics and general relativity, evidence points to the breakdown of classical notions of space and time at extremely small scales, such as the Planck length. At these scales, the smooth fabric of space-time appears to dissolve into quantum uncertainty, challenging our conventional understanding. This raises profound questions about the true nature of reality. and whether our familiar concepts of space and time are merely tools for navigating a much stranger, more fundamental substrate. At quantum scales, the reality we know begins to unravel. Objects no longer behave predictably, and the familiar rules of physics give way to uncertainty and paradox. Particles can exist in multiple states at once, and their positions become a matter of probability rather than certainty. This collapse of conventional reality hints at something deeper, a hidden realm that lies beyond the boundaries of our perceived simulation. In this mysterious domain, the foundations of existence are fundamentally different, suggesting that what we experience may be only a shadow of a more profound truth. The quantum world invites us to question the nature of reality itself, opening the door to possibilities that challenge everything we thought we understood. Imagine playing Grand Theft Auto, fully immersed in its vibrant city, interacting with characters and exploring the world. Within the game, the inhabitants follow routines, respond to events, and experience their environment, all without any awareness of the code that governs their actions or the developers who created it. To them, the city is simply reality, with its own rules and logic. In a similar way, existing within a simulation means living in a constructed environment, perceiving only what is presented, while remaining oblivious to the deeper mechanisms and the creators behind it. Just as the game's characters cannot see the lines of code or the programmers, we too might be unaware of the true nature of our reality if it were simulated. This analogy highlights how perception is shaped by the boundaries of the system we inhabit, leaving us to question what lies beyond our immediate experience. Virtual experiences are designed to immerse participants so deeply that the simulated environment feels authentic from within. Sensations, emotions, and interactions inside the simulation often mirror those of real life, creating a convincing sense of presence. However, this perceived reality exists only within the boundaries of the virtual world. Outside the simulation, the true reality functions on a separate plane, governed by its own rules and unaffected by the events unfolding within the virtual space. This contrast underscores how easily our senses and perceptions can be shaped by artificial environments, while the actual world remains distinct and unchanged beyond the simulation's confines. Cognitive scientist Donald Hoffman proposes a radical perspective on reality. He suggests that what we perceive as the universe is not the objective world itself, but rather a virtual construct generated by a deeper computational system. In Hoffman's view, space and time function much like a virtual reality headset, presenting us with a user interface that allows us to interact with the underlying reality without revealing its true nature. Our senses, then, do not provide direct access to the world as it is, but instead deliver a simplified, adaptive representation tailored for survival. According to this argument, the objects and events we experience are akin to icons on a computer desktop, useful, but not literal depictions of what lies beneath. This framework challenges traditional assumptions about perception and the nature of existence itself. Some theories propose that consciousness is not merely a byproduct of physical processes, but rather a fundamental aspect of reality itself. According to this perspective, what we perceive as the material world may actually emerge from a deeper network of interacting conscious agents. These agents, each possessing their own form of awareness, collectively shape the fabric of existence. This idea challenges traditional views by suggesting that consciousness is primary, and that matter and energy arise from its interplay. By reimagining reality as a web of conscious interactions, we open new avenues for understanding the nature of experience and the universe itself. Imagine a perspective in which the universe is not a separate, external reality, but rather exists within consciousness itself. In this view, everything we perceive, matter, energy, space, and time, emerges from the dynamic interplay of awareness observing its own nature. Phenomena are seen as expressions of consciousness interacting with itself, creating the rich tapestry of experience. This approach suggests that the boundaries between observer and observed are fluid, and that reality is fundamentally shaped by the act of perception. By considering the universe as a manifestation within consciousness, we open new possibilities for understanding existence and the nature of reality. Perception is nothing short of miraculous. It shapes the way we interpret the world, transforming ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. By shifting our awareness, we have the power to change how reality appears to us. This subtle adjustment can reveal new possibilities and perspectives that were previously hidden. Our experience of life is not fixed. It evolves as our consciousness expands. In essence, the reality we encounter is deeply influenced by the lens through which we observe it. Such is the profound impact of perception on our everyday existence. Manipulating the fundamental code of reality through advanced technologies presents both remarkable opportunities and significant risks. While such capabilities could unlock new frontiers in science, medicine, and communication, they also carry the potential for unintended consequences. Altering the underlying fabric of existence may introduce vulnerabilities that are difficult to predict or control. Ethical considerations become paramount, as the misuse of these technologies could disrupt societies or even threaten the stability of the world itself. It is essential to approach these advancements with caution, balancing innovation with responsibility. Only through careful oversight and thoughtful exploration can we hope to harness these possibilities safely. Humanity's enduring curiosity has always driven us to seek answers about our existence and the nature of reality. As we contemplate the possibility of living within a simulation, new questions arise about what might exist beyond its boundaries. Could there be a deeper reality or an origin for consciousness that transcends the simulated world? The search for understanding continues, fueled by our innate desire to uncover the mysteries that lie just out of reach. Ultimately, the true source of consciousness remains elusive, inviting us to explore further and imagine what might be waiting beyond the limits of our current perception. The journey into understanding perception and existence is far from over. Each question leads to new mysteries, inviting us to look deeper into the nature of reality and our place within it. By remaining curious and open-minded, we can continue to unravel the layers that shape our experiences. Explore further, challenge your assumptions, and seek what lies beyond the illusion. The adventure awaits those willing to question and discover. Let this be just the beginning of your exploration into the unknown.